Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video on the channel. So, I do want to talk about my opinion on the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter coming to Dead by Daylight. Everyone else is talking about it, and this video would have came out a bit more earlier, but like I said, I just want to get the thoughts out there, talk about this chapter. Because honestly, all around, I will say this is just my opinion. Right now, I want to make this clear because I know people get offended, some people disagree with me, that's totally fine, okay, disagree, agree, all you want, but it's just my opinion. Click on the video to see some more feedback. And from the title, it's a really honest one, because trust me, I love FNAF. Oh my god, ever since I came out my mom's scooter, I've been a Five Nights at Freddy's fan for a very, very long time. And don't get me wrong, like I said, there's a lot of people that played this game, and some people have not played this game, some people are fine with the killer, some people disagree with the killer. It's not about me being picky, it's just an opinion based. So don't take it so serious, alright? But if y'all do want to express your opinion down below in the comments, let me know, because I would love to read it and hear what y'all have to say about it. But the main thing I want to talk about today is that I want to talk about the killer, basically design, and the voice lines, the perks, the map, and the power. And talking about a few little nitpicky things like legendary characters and why there is no survivor. So, strap in your seats because I will make this a very simplistic short form video. I ain't gonna waste no more time, so let's get into it. Now, what I do want to talk about firstly is I want to talk about the killer, Springtrap. Oh my god, they finally added our boy William Afton, the man who always comes back, the man behind the slaughter, alright? I will say, this is the best time to do this killer because all around Springtrap is the main bad guy and he's the antagonist, and I'm happy they added him. His design looks badass. I will put a picture on screen right now what he looks like. Because, oh my god, I love how he looks. They did such a good job with him. Still has ankle guts, but it's whatever. At least we got a real anatomy of the body, so that's a big plus for me. Now the voice lines, I will say right now, to me, the voice lines from PJ Haywood, now this can change, because we are getting Matthew Lillard and Glitchtrap. Now I don't think Glitchtrap would have voice lines. He might not, but who knows. I will say though, PJ Haywood, he did good and bad. By that, I mean, like, some of the lines are funny, because, like I said, if y'all do know, William Afton, he is a show performer, right? He's an entertainer, he's a creator, and he's also a killer. So, you know, he can just be himself, okay? The Springtrap, even in the books, was always kind of a little goofy. That's fine. But, like, some lines come off funny, some of them come off menacing, some of them kind of just fall flat. So I give that one kind of like a meh. Because the voice lines were alright. That's the best way I put it. Design, fucking amazing, but I will say the voice line for PJ Haywood was alright at best. But yeah, like I said, the design of Springtrap and the voice lines, I give it, like, design for him, 10 out of 10. But the voice lines, I give it around, like, about like a 7 to 6. A 6.5. We'll call it a 6.5 in voice lines for PJ Haywood. The design, 10 out of 10. Now, I want to talk about the Mori real quick, and the Mori, I like it, but he never did that shit in the games, I will say, and I know that's going to piss some people off. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Mori, you know, he stabs him right in the heart, drags him up with the knife, the pizza knife for that much, that's very clever, and then sticks him right into his little endoskeleton buddy, and just grinds him up. I will say, it's cool, I give the Mori around, like, probably a 7, and it's alright. But I will say, I do think that would be better for the Yellow Rabbit, aka Matthew Willard's Springtrap, more than the gaming one. Now, I give the Mori just 7. I think a 7 is solid for that, like I said earlier. But now I want to talk about the perks real quick, and I will say right now, I love those perks. Those perks are great. Now, I want to talk about one of the main ones that a lot of people are disappointed about or just don't like. Haywire. Oh my god, man. Haywire, they did a good job on because it's very FNAF 3-esque because with the flashing red lights happening, I did get to see that in game and that was pretty cool. How the lights flash red and they start blinking like crazy. It reminds me of like when, you know, you get jump scared by a phantom and then the lights just start flashing all red and crazy and stuff. So very FNAF 3-esque, but a lot of people don't like it because they think it's useless because it's only good for not letting survivors 99 gates. Which, yeah, sure, but you know how I'm seeing it? I see it more as, how many times have you guys got survivors off exit gates? Now, I play my main specifically, though. I main the Knight, and I main Houndmaster. People who have companions and allies with them are non-stop. My main nemesis would be all of them, but no, this Knight Houndmaster. I have a cute little doggo, my bros. And I'll tell you right now, there has been so many times where I've gotten survivors off exit gates, and Haywire gets them off exit gates, like it regresses entirely. You put that out was Remember Me and No Way Out. that's going to be pretty damn strong for an endgame build. Very fucking strong. Haywire is a really damn cool perk, and a lot of people ain't seen it that way because it regresses the gates no matter what at 50% speed. That's pretty fucking awesome. I don't think it needs a nerf unless the endgame builds are really that busted on certain characters, like Dracula, for example. But yeah, Haywire, pretty alright. I actually give Haywire, personally for me, a 10 out of 10. Now the next one I want to talk about is Phantom Fear. Now Phantom Fear is like Scene Partner but for killers. If anyone's in your terror radius, or they look at you at your terror radius basically, they basically scream and reveal their aura. There's a Pursuer makes it where the aura goes longer. That is really awesome because, I mean, okay, look, it'd be really strong on certain killers because it's an aura reading perk and it happens like better than Lethal Pursuer. I'd only run Lethal Pursuer to make it extend longer for like 4 seconds because a lot of killers can really benefit from auras like that, and the fact that it happens the whole game, which is basically like Phantoms. Like I said, you scream and then you get to see their aura, kind of like what Springtime does. Very clever what they did with that perk. But I'll talk about the Phantom part in a second with the power. But for now, it is just like Scene Partner for killer. I give that one like a 9.5 per perk, only because I do think the one thing that, it's a little petty on my part, but I do want them to add Phantoms, and that did not happen. Spoiler alert, it did not happen. Now, the last perk the Springtrap has is Help Wanted. Now, this perk is basically save the best for last every time a generator gets done for a minute. Almost a minute, I think it was. And that was save the best for last. I really want to test that out because that is going to be like instant speed. You're going to be just hitting combos, Mortal Kombat type combos. Just bah, bah, bah. And just imagine someone tries to body block on a damn hook or anything. That is not going to happen. And I think that would like fire up, like basically the more gens they do, the more stronger you get with an endgame build. That would be fucking awesome. Like I said, there's a lot of ways to look at it. And Help Wanted is a very fucking good perk. Now, I do think this one might get nerfed because people will figure out eventually, probably already is, and I just haven't seen it. Save the Best for Last with Help Wanted is going to be busted. I mean, busted. They didn't nerf Save the Best for Last when Houndmaster came out because she is like got barely any cooldown. There's an add-on that gives her Save the Best for Last with her dodge already, and it's pretty damn good. You can really hit like chains and combos all you fucking want in this Houndmaster. I would know, trust me. But I will say that Help Wanted, I like this perk a lot, but I do feel like Behavior will nerf this because Houndmaster, Save the Best for Last, one of the best things ever, and out of everyone here, she'll benefit from the most because Save the Best for Last, Help Wanted, and her little Save the Best for Last, well, what is it, her water skin was basically her Save the Best for Last add-on. Yeah, she is not having any cooldown. That is just going to be bam, wham, thank you, ma'am. So, all around, I give Help Wanted for a perk by itself, because I do like it for, you know, a little FNAF knowledge, and the fact that you get stronger, more gens get down, like how the more nights you go through, the more stronger and faster animatronics get. All around, they did the perks, a lot of FNAF service, I think. So, very well played. All around, I give the perks, to me, 10 out of 10. Might be a bit of a crazy thing, but we've not had any really strong or good perks for Killer in a long time. I do think the hand-holding on Survivors is kind of crazy. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm not just full-on Killer. Don't get me wrong, Killer is got a lot of strong stuff about it, but I will say, anti-slugging, anti-tunneling, and anti-camping. Does your hand feel held yet? Oh my god. Any Killer perks that have ever been strong, they usually get nerfed anyway, but these ones, surprisingly, are good, and they don't seem strong enough to get nerfed, besides maybe Help Wanted or Phantom Fear, depending how people want to abuse it, that is. Now, let's talk about the power. Okay. Now, I want to say this right now. The power, I was quite disappointed in. Don't get me wrong. Okay, there's been a lot of people that complain about it, a lot of people that love it. And I'm perfectly fine if y'all like the power. Like I said, nothing held against it. Because all around, he's a good killer. He is going to be a really strong and really good killer. But as a FNAF killer, there was a lot of potential, in my opinion, that was entirely missed. But let me just tell y'all what the power is. Power, if y'all don't know, is called Fazbear's Threat. You have security rooms that survivors and kills can enter to move around the map, and there's cameras survivors can use to show Springtrap. And Springtrap's power is just Huntress. And I'm not kidding you, it is just a fire axe, but he can recall it. And it also has an AoE thing, which I will say, I'll get into this one second, but the AoE, I want to talk about that more in a little bit. but he can, the Fire Axe, literally throws it, you can call it back, and it also has an AoE thing that can give you buffs, or buff to survivors, or debuff survivors, or debuff any of that. Like I said, it's a totally cool thing with AoE. I think that's a really cool idea. But that's it. That's all he has. And for my video, because I have read some comments, some of you guys did like my ideas, and I really appreciate that. But you know, if y'all know anything about the FNAF chapter, nothing I said really came out. Just that spring trap came out, that's it. So, I will say I was pretty disappointed about this power, because cameras in security rooms, that's mandatory. Alright, that's like ordering a cheeseburger without no cheese. Ordering a pie with no filling. Okay, it wouldn't be Five Nights at Freddy's no matter what they added if they didn't add the cameras in the security rooms. But I'm just saying, because, you know, there's people like Vecna and Dracula. Hell, Vecna isn't even a horror character, and they gave him about like 5 powers with a, my bad, 4 powers with the 5th one being a passive that makes the game fun on both sides. And on top of that, the cameras ain't really that useful to survivors too much, because as soon as you find them, you go and see them for just a little bit, and that's it. Gotta do the whole process again. I will say, I think there's a lot of missed potential with Springtrap's power, because, don't get me wrong, I could have forgave it if they added the Fire Axe to AoE, or just added the Fire Axe and then could have just throw. But they could have added, like, phantoms, ventilation, because don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool for a killer, but for a FNAF killer, it's missed potential. Like, think about it. How cool would it be? Survivors could have had security cameras and security rooms, and let's just say speak about phantoms that were like many zombies that can debuff and hold you down. Like Marionette can hold you down, Foxy can just debuff to you, and yada yada, and disable cameras and stuff that you have to fix with the other little board, like in FNAF 3. And also, they can use the little BB lure thing to lure the phantoms to areas they want. That would be pretty cool and engaging, wouldn't it? And give information to Springtrap. Springtrap has a Fire Axe. You can throw it. And with ventilation would be his movement, while the security rooms are a sense of security for the survivors. With a battery meter, of course, and that Springtrap could beat on, or, you know, get in with the vents. That would be pretty fucking cool all around to me. And it'd be the most FNAF 3-like thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I think my memory must be a little off, because when I played FNAF 3, that's all I did remember. Cameras, using BB's voice as basically my only protection, phantoms, and ventilation. I don't remember Springtrap throwing a fucking hatchet at me. Like, I really don't. Now, listen, y'all might remember that. I don't know, because it might be a Mandela effect for FNAF 3, but that's all I remember. And I kind of wish they would have went with the games, with the canon games, more than the fandom. Now, I know Springtrap with the Fire Axe has been in the fandom for a long time, and y'all are going to disagree with this, some people will, but I personally think it's dumb. Personally, I do, because that's just my opinion. But I could have forgave it if they added more to the character to make him feel more like from the games and Springtrap. But yeah, they didn't, which really sucks. And he's just a mixture of Huntress and Dredge, or more like Huntress and Demo Tunnels, because you literally just traverse through the things like kind of like Demogorgon but upside down. Just way more details, and you can grab them out like Dredge blockers. Or you could also say that he's like Kratos, because he has a knife, which would be the Blades of Chaos, and an axe you can also switch to, and throw and recall it. You cannot tell me that ain't just a Kratos on a Springtrap skin. Little joke. Y'all don't believe me? Here's a clip.
I hope you die in the fire. Hope you'll be stabbed in the heart. Hope you'll get shot and expire.
Yeah, that's just fucking Kratos, and he's the same gameplay as Springtrap, which is a real big bummer in my opinion. Now don't get me wrong, I'm happy we got this chapter all around. I'm happy we did, alright, because I really want chapter 2 already, because I'm excited for it if it goes out well, and if it doesn't, then we're probably never going to get part 2 of this ever again, which will be really damn sucky all around. That'd be really fucking sucky. But, oh my god, the potential was so missed with the power in my opinion. Now, like I said, some people will agree, some will disagree. It's your opinion. I have no problem with it. But to me, the potential was so way off. Like, totally way off. But yeah, to me, the power was a very big missed potential, and to me, it is a 6 out of 10. I give it a 6 because some people made it fun, and it's only a 6 because I'd rank it lower if it wasn't for the add-ons, though. Because the add-ons do make it up somewhat, in my opinion. Now, I'll show y'all the add-ons real quick right here, and I'll tell you right now, the add-ons, was fan service. Hey, remember that little AoE thing I was talking about? These add-ons can switch up gameplay entirely. You can throw an axe through another security room and come out a totally different area. Get the most craziest sniper shots. Secondly, you can have blood favor with the AoE and the security rooms, or you can have Foxy's Hook and be Speedy Gonzala. That is the most Foxy shit ever. You can like block exit gates and everything with the damn AoE. It's really damn cool what they did with that. The AoE is really damn awesome. Because it gives you new playstyles to play with Springtrap, even though it's just a damn fire axe. Which, I will say, I would rank this lower if they didn't do that, the AoE thing, and they made it like completely creative. It's the most creative add-ons I've ever seen. I'd rank it a 4 in the beginning of it, but the add-ons make it up to a 6 in my opinion, because the add-ons are so good. They make the gameplay fun, and it actually gives me good ideas to build I can run for you guys, because I have some really good ideas to do as well. Now we get the big thing out the way. I want to talk about the legendary characters. Oh my god. I was disappointed. I was very disappointed with this one. Alright, so to cut this part short. Spoiler alert, we did not get anything I said in my last video. That's just truth. We did not get Foxy Blade. We didn't get Funtime Freddy Twins or Chica Twins. We didn't get Marionette Nurse. We didn't get Vanity Legion. And we didn't even get any of the FNAF masks for the survivors. They got t-shirts instead of FNAF masks, which would be so much better. And on top of that, we got no survivor as well, which is another huge bummer. Now, I know what Scott said. He did say he didn't want to put a canon design in a collaboration. I understand that, but we got Vanessa. You could have gave us Vanessa or something, which really fucking sucks. Now, the only reason I say this is because I think even everyone here could agree that adding a survivor, not adding one in general, was a big fuck up. Because, don't get me wrong, King Kaneki's awesome, but when he came out, the queue times for killer were fucking awful. Same with 2v8. He was like waiting for fucking 20 minutes in the damn game. One time I literally took a shower, made dinner, and fed my bunny, and I still wasn't in the fucking game. That's crazy. And now with Springtrap coming out, oh boy, you better hope you get in the game. And on top of that, we got no legendary characters besides Yellow Rabbit William Afton, which is just William Afton at the end of the day, with like an early version in the movies, which still could be pretty cool regardless, don't get me wrong. And then we got Glitchtrap. Glitchtrap's alright. Not a big Glitchtrap fan, but he's alright. A lot of people were mad about Survivor, but hell, we didn't get like no mask or nothing for Survivors, and then Killer didn't get any Marionette, no Vanny, no Funtime Freddy, no Chica, no Foxy especially. Just wanted to put this section in real quick because, oh my god, man, the legendary characters, big disappointment. I will say. And I give the legendary characters all around and the skins about like a 5 to me. It's a 5 because, I mean, we did not get much. They said they were going to get a lot of cosmetics. Most of those cosmetics were t-shirts. I'm just saying. They were not actual skins. So, it's a 5 from me. All around, not a big fan of it. I mean, the only one I'm excited to play with is the Yellow Rabbit, because they're going to have their own unique Moris. Him and Glitchtrap are, so we'll see what that is. That could change depending on what they are. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the map. Now, I will say right now, off rip, the map's 10 out of 10. Because I really love Five Nights at Freddy's. It's my favorite map in the game. I mean, I'm just going to be real. I'm going to play that map no matter what. Even though they're changing up the map offerings. That map is my favorite no matter what. They did a lot of good for this map. Hella good. Now, I appreciate you guys listening to me around and talk. Now, I appreciate you guys letting me rant and talk. I'm done talking now because I'm going to give y'all my final prediction of how I think about this chapter. That's a big old FNAF fan from day one on DBD. Chapter to me is a 6.5. This chapter all around was alright. It was good and alright. I just think it had a lot of missed potential. Which is natural from this thing because of my last episode, a lot of other people had like crazy expectations because we thought they were going to go all the way. They didn't go all the way for this chapter, which really sucked. So, I will say my favorite part about this entire chapter is honestly just the map, the add-ons, and the perks. I like Springtrap's design and all, but like I said, they missed a lot of potential with Springtrap. In my opinion, they really did. And some of you dudes and some of you gals might agree, some of y'all might disagree, and that's okay. Because all around, he's a good killer. I ain't saying he ain't, but for a FNAF killer, they could have did more. And that's where I'm going to put this chapter at a 6.5, because it's a good chapter, but it could have been better, and I'm going to hope we get a part 2. Hopefully you guys and gals liked my little rant here. I hope I spreaded some new light to you guys, to give you some new hopes, gave you some more things to think about, because all around I wanted to make this video earlier, but I could not, because I was having to deal with some other things of my home life, and I've also been making some stuff for you guys to see soon, and I cannot wait to show y'all. But anyway, hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will catch y'all in the next video!